So welcome to this video on how to use Zoom, WebEx, GoToMeeting, any kind of video tool at all to start growing your consultancy business. And today we're going to talk about the most important thing that you need to focus on, lead generation. And video is one of the most powerful ways to do this. So in a moment, I'm going to share with you the 3 key steps that you need to take in order to drive your lead generation. But if you like this content, just subscribe below and you'll get notified as we add more content, which is usually every couple of days. And everything that I'm sharing with you came out of my pain and my frustration over the years and how I worked to resolve it. But it took me a long time to realize that there was actually a hierarchy of difficulty. In organizations, coming up with ideas, whether it's, late at night over a glass of wine with friends, or whether it's, in an office with your colleagues, ideas are easy and they're also free. There's no price on an idea. Taking the first step with the idea, that requires a bit of, a bit of determination. And you also know that creating content is easy and delivering the content is easy because this is your specialism. This is something that you know more than anyone else, certainly anyone else in the room, probably more than almost anyone in the world about. So creating the content, delivering the content, being a consultant, that is easy for you. And you also know that if someone presents you with a lead or an opportunity, closing it's relatively simple because the client or the potential client sees your expertise, engages with you, and then values what you're able to bring to them, and that's the deal closed. But it's the bit before that that's absolutely key, is the lead generation. And that it was always the biggest thing I struggled with. But if you take these 3 steps, then things will change. First, you focus on creating short videos. Each one addresses a single pain point that your audience has. Second, you leverage that content. And I mean, by leverage, I mean turning it into multiple different formats. And we actually have a different video later in the series that will show you how to do this. But you're taking your video content and you're leveraging it like crazy. So it's in multiple different formats, whether it's PDF video, short form video, quotes, diagrams, Instagram posts, etc., etc. And then what you're doing is you're taking that content, that leverage content, and you're distributing it in a way that Google is going to see and hear. Hear is important because Google isn't just a search engine based on text, it's also based on audio as well. But this means that when you're creating your files and creating your interaction with Google, you're being clever, you're using tags, you're using phrases, using file names that tells Google that you know what you're talking about and that you're helping Google categorize it. So in this way, you're not only giving your end audience free training, and we talk about free and the power of freemium later in the series, but your audience is also getting to know you. And these are what I've learned over the last couple of years is the 3 factors of know, like, and trust. And this is what actually leads them to buying from you. If someone knows you, likes you, and trusts you, then they're going to buy from you. And every video you put out, helps them engage with you in a way that they can see what you're like, they can know more what you're about, and they can understand the value of what you're talking about. So only video can really do that nowadays. You can leverage the content left, right, and center. It's so powerful if you don't want to just focus on video as a medium, but as a starting point, video gives you so much more, and it gives you that level of engagement that then leads to this triple level of know, like, and trust that leads to buying. So those are the 3 steps. But really, along this way, you're really making it easier for Google to know, who to put your content in front of. And there's many tricks and tactics to do that, but really simple things like, naming the files, tagging the files, being very, very clear on your headers and being clear on the text you're using, that helps Google enormously. So very, very powerful 3 steps. Lots of techniques within those 3 steps, but if you think of those 3 steps, that's what's going to get you to start on the sort of lead generation model that's going to help your online business and, as I said in the last video, your traditional consultancy business.